Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining wherever you are joining us from. I welcome you to this amazing program. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect you. Please, as you join us on this morning program, like and share the program on your platform. Like and share to family and friends. Like and share the program to everyone that is close to you. Let us push this message so that we can reach as many people as possible. No matter us or stop us, we must not allow them to be a hindrance to us. So, my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are joining from, wherever you are connected from, I urge you to please like this program and share it to everyone you can be able to reach so that we can continue to push on to the promised land. I welcome every one of you, wherever you are connected from. If you are joining us from Biafra land, my special thanks goes to you. If you are joining us from the Zoological Republic, I welcome you. If you are joining us from Asia, you are joining us from Europe, you are joining us from Africa, you are joining us from Australia, Canada, you are joining us from New Zealand, you are joining us from Russia, you are joining us from China, or you are joining us from Israel. I welcome you to this amazing program, and I say, may Chukwu Okike continue to guide you, protect you, and secure you. We have come once again to do what we know how to do best, and we will continue to push this message until every corner of Biafra land is redeemed and rescued. So before we go into the special message of today, being the first day of the 3 days sit at home, let us enter into the message, as always, through our special inspirational songs to prepare our soul and mind for the message of the day. We proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who said it in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, Nagin Kebine Ligwe, Kahagedin song, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year, we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses?
to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Ephix and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come and at the time that humanity will think mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining us wherever you are joining this program from. I welcome you once again. Please, as you join this program, I urge you in the name of Chukwu to kindly like and share the program. Like and share the program. Make sure you invite someone to this amazing program today. It is important. Share it, like the program. Make sure you bring somebody to this program. Don't just sit back and watch it alone. Remember, every one of us is part of the media. And for us to make our world effective, we must be up and doing. We must be up and doing. Let us come together and make things happen. Fellow Biafrans, I urge you to make a contribution the best way you can. We must overcome. Let us please like and share this program wherever we are. Please let us share this program. Keep sharing to everyone that is around you. Share to family and friends. Share to your neighbors. Reach out to anybody you know that you need to reach out to. It is important. As I'm urging you to share, I'm equally sharing to my friends. I'm sharing to my family. I'm sharing to everywhere I'm connected to in all my platforms. As you are watching me here on the YouTube, there are some people who are also watching in Facebook. So wherever you are watching this program from, I welcome you and I appreciate you. Please like and share. Do not keep the message to yourself. We are in a period that we must not keep any message caged. The social media is not making it easy for us. You and I have to make sure that the message gets to where it needs to get to. We have to make it go viral. How do we do that? We can make our messages go viral by clicking like, giving a thumbs up to the message, and sharing it widely to any platform where we belong. Once again, fellow Biafrans, I say, happy seat at home. If you are joining us on this platform for the very first time, or you are going to come across this video for the very first time, I want you to know that this very platform where you are watching this program is a platform that is under the Biafra Republic Government Exile. A platform under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Samadeba, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to preach hate. We don't come here to attack individuals. We don't come here to engage in saga. What we do in this platform is to bring the plight of the Biafrans before the whole world. We come here to tell the world what is actually going on in Biafran territory. We come here to debunk every lie the enemy is telling against us as Biafrans, against our Prime Minister Mazi Samaneba, against our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can agree with me that they have told so many lies, uncountable lies. And if we had kept silent, at a point in time, people will begin to believe those lies to be true. That is why it is necessary that we come here every morning to debunk those lies and also to encourage Biafrans far and wide. Most importantly, to encourage Biafrans to continue to hold onto their legitimate rights. Some of those legitimate rights they must hold on to are right to self-determination, right to self-defense, and right to life. These are the rights you must not gamble with as a Biafran. You must not play with it. Anybody that tries to run with this, to talk you down from these rights, it's your number one enemy. Run away from them. Continue to pursue your self-determination. It is your right. Continue to defend yourself. It is your right to defend yourself. Continue to live any place you find yourself. It is your right to live and survive. This morning section today, it's an interactive one. We are going to interact with each other. Every one of you that is in this platform today, you have the right to click that link there. The link that I pasted here, you can use that link to join the program. I pasted a link there. If you want to be part of the program, all you have to do is to click that link. Once you click on that link, it will bring you in. When you are coming into the program, I mean those who are watching in on YouTube. If you are watching me from Facebook, you might not be able to join the platform. But those who are watching on YouTube, you can join the platform. You click the link and you join, come in, and you make a contribution. The only thing we ask is that when you are coming into the program, please make sure you conduct yourself. You can't appear here naked. You must put on something, dress up properly, cover your body, and then you can come up and speak to us. Most importantly, when you are speaking to us on this platform, try as much as you can to be civil. Keep your words civil so that people can understand you. Make it civil. We are not telling you to throw away your opinion. I'm not telling you not to get angry. I'm not telling you not to express yourself. I'm not telling you not to show your anger if you so desire. But in doing all that, do it in a civil manner so that the world can understand you. Do it in a civil manner so that the Biafran people can digest what you're saying. A lot of people are watching. The whole world is watching us. The Biafra cabinet is watching us. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is watching and observing us. So if you want to send a message to him, or you want to pass any message across to the Biafra cabinet, you can use that link, come in and say it, and present your matter in a civil manner so that people can digest what you're saying and look into your matter. I welcome every one of you once again on this platform. Today, as you all know, is the very first day of our 3 days sit at home. So I say happy sit at home to every Biafran that is watching. Wherever you are watching from, whether you are watching from Biafra land or you are watching from abroad. If you are watching from abroad, you can relate to your family and remind them it is sit at home. Today is the 29th of May that we have talked about for a very long time. Every one of us know that the sit at home is 29th, 30th, and 31st. Today is the first day. And as we speak, Biafra is under lock and key. Today is under lock and key as you are watching this program. Informations are coming. Calls are coming in. Details are coming in. So wherever you are, do not go and gamble and say, oh, I want to go out. Okay, went out and come back. I want to go out. Okay, I want to shop. Don't gamble because the enemies are out there waiting for those they are going to use to blackmail the Biafran people. But as we have always said, no amount of blackmail can stop the restoration of Biafra. No amount of blackmail will divert us from what we are doing and we begin to do a different thing. It is not possible. So wherever you are, I welcome you to the very first day of 3 days sit at home. Today being 29th. Biafra land is under lock and key. Once again, I welcome everyone that has connected so far on this program. I welcome Corona Gale. Thank you so much for joining. I welcome you. I welcome Tony Mobodo. Thank you so much for joining, Tony. I welcome Johnson Harrison. Thank you so much for joining, Johnson Harrison. I appreciate you. I welcome Uche Chukwu Chiawolamoke. Uche Chukwu Chiawolamoke. I welcome you. And every other person that has connected to this program, whether I mention your name or I didn't mention your name, if I pronounce your name wrongly, I'm very sorry. So I welcome every one of you today, the D-Day, the day we have long awaited for. Wherever you are today, you must know what today is. I welcome you, peace. Thank you for joining the time we have been waiting for today. And every one of you must know why we are having the sit at home today, tomorrow, and next tomorrow. 3 days sit at home. Don't say you didn't know. You must know why we are having the sit at home. Remember, 30th, which is tomorrow, is the Heroes' Day of Biafra. The day of the remembrance of our heroes, those who died for us as Biafrans. A lot of people have given their life for us, the Biafran people. Samson Onochie, you are welcome. So many Biafrans has given their life up for us. Ijile Wine, thank you so much for joining. Ijile Wine, appreciate you. Emmanuel Jr., thank you for joining. So many people have lost their life. They have given their life for us to be alive. And we are remembering them tomorrow. Many Biafrans have given their life. Many Biafrans have lost it. Even before the 1967 war, many people lost their life up from 1950s, 1940s. During the pogrom, many people, innocent children, men and women, lost their life. During the Civil War, 5 million people were lost, of which 300 of them are children who were starved to death. 5 million, of which 3 million of them are children, starved to death. Simply because they are Biafra. They didn't commit any crime anyway. Mothers, children, parents, brothers and sisters. And I can bet you, every family in Biafra land lost a person. Every family in Biafra land lost a person. Remember, each time you come to this platform and we are talking about Biafra, I am referring to the old southeastern region, which is today the present southeast with the lower Benue and lower Kogi. If you are in this area and your mother or grandmother is tying 2 pieces of wrapper, you are a Biafran. It does not matter the title you give to yourself.
You are free to take any nickname you like. Call your name, self, any nickname you like, boss. We know who you are. Your parents know who you are. The gods of the land know who you are. So whenever we are referring to Biafra on this platform, don't get distracted. Do not get distracted. We are talking about the old southeastern region, the present south-south, southeast, lower Benue and lower Kogi. That is where we are referring to. And no amount of blackmail, propaganda, lies will change that history. We are talking about a country that has existed before. 3 good years, Biafra was a country. 3 good years, recognized, functioned, had everything a country had, was recognized for 3 good years before it was run over by Nigeria. And they said no victory of English. Since then, Biafra land has been under occupation in the hand of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria up to this moment. That is the country we are referring to. A lot of people have given their life because of this nation we are talking about, Biafra. Almost every family in Biafra land lost a person. Many people lost their life during the Civil War. Most especially children were starved to death by the Zoological Republic and their cohorts in the West. They were starved to death. Even after the Civil War, they had continued to take the life of Biafrans and destroy Biafrans and commit genocide in Biafra land at every given opportunity. You can remember the issue of Obibo. We have not forgotten. We will never ever be forgiven. You know what happened in Obibo? The people of Obibo were decimated and destroyed simply because they were Biafra. They had committed no other crime. The only crime they committed in Obibo was that they were Biafrans. Remember our brothers, who the agent of the zoo in Anambra State took their life and threw them in the Zoo River when the agent of the Caliphate used Peter Obi. So when we are talking about people who are destroying the life of Biafra and people who have done, it is not just the ones they do direct. There are some they did, even using our fellow Biafra to take innocent life. Many of our Biafrans have lost their life in the hands of the fellow Biafra, being engineered and sponsored by the Caliphate. The IPOB in Nigeria has taken a lot of life of Biafrans. This Department of Saboteur that called themselves IPOB in Nigeria, they have taken the life of so many of our commanders. One of the popular one you can remember is Ikonso. Every one of us can say, remember the death of Ikonso. Ikonso was a brave soldier, a man who left his business abroad and came back home to defend his father's land. And he defended his father's land to the last. But at the end of the day, his own people who were supposed to protect him, betrayed him and sold him out. Ikonso did not die in the face of war. Ikonso did not die in the war front. Ikonso was lured into his death where he was sleeping. They came and strangled him to death. There are so many Biafrans today who have been poisoned because of Biafra. They are Biafrans. It is not because they went to war. It is not because they kidnapped anybody. Only because they were speaking up about the situation of Biafra. Their life was smoked out of them. So many people today are in their grave only because they identified as Biafra. We have had so many times on video where the Zoological Republic terrorist police, the terrorist police in Nigeria will tell you that the only thing they need to take your life is to present the flag of Biafra on you. In so many cases, on video, they have threatened Biafra people on video. They say, I will smoke your life out of you, and the only thing I will do is just to keep the flag of Biafra, any insignia of Biafra on you, and you're gone. Nobody's going to ask questions. They have used that to take the life of so many of us. Even people who are not active in the agitation, Biafrans that are not active in the agitation, they have lost their life simply because they identified as Biafra. This is how bad it is. These people are the people we are remembering tomorrow. Their spirit will never have peace until that thing they died for is installed. The chaos and trouble you are seeing in Biafra today, the spirit of those who have been smoked out, who have been cut short, will not have peace until they have that nation that they died for. That is why the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Exile, with the cabinet, decided with the Biafrans that the sit at home on this occasion is going to be 3 good days. And in order to make it that 3 days, we went further to continue to pursue the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. And the decision was made that the best way to give our people a befitting remembrance, the best way to give our heroes a befitting burial is for us to endorse the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. That very thing they died for. That very thing that our children, 3 million of our children, were starved to death. That very thing for which Ikonso was murdered. That very thing for which our people have been tagged criminals and their lives smoked out of them. The best way to remember these people is to fight for that nation and bring it to reality. That is why the decision has been taken that today, being 29th, tomorrow 30th, and 31st, we are going to use it to cast our vote for self-referendum, to say yes to Biafra. Biafrans are coming out in mass, coming out to say yes to Biafra. Wherever you are today on the planet Earth, you are Biafra. And if you have not voted, if you are a Biafran that has breath in you and you have not voted, today, tomorrow, and next tomorrow, you must vote if you have blood in you. If you have Biafran blood still flowing in your vein, and you have not voted till now, today, tomorrow, and next, you must participate in the vote. That is the best way we can give peace to the spirits who have been forced to go to the underworld. They don't have peace. That thing they died for, until we restore that nation that they died for, there will be no peace. Until we restore Biafra and put a stone where we'll be going every 30th of May to lay flowers for them and say goodbye. Until they see that there is a monument for them, for the people who have lost their life in the cause of Biafra. Until you have a monument where they will be touched to every year. Until we do that, there will be no peace. There will be no peace. Don't deceive yourself. Do not deceive yourself. This is a fact that you must accept. As a Biafran, the people that die, they don't die in vain. The parents of our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu, did not lose his parents, his mother and his father, for nothing. No. The 28 able men, 28 able young men who lost their life in the home of Nnamdi Kanu did not just give their life up in vain. Ikonso did not leave abroad to come and abandon his family, fight for Biafra and die. No, he didn't do that in vain. If you want to show appreciation to what our elders before us have done, the best way for us to show it is for us to give endorsement to the restoration of Biafra. That is why each time you hear self-referendum, your spirit should be high than ever. When you hear self-referendum, you should be in the forefront to preach the gospel. And make sure that everything around you that is up to 18 years and above, every man or woman around you that is up to 18 years and above, make sure they cast their vote. Make sure they cast their vote. Wherever you are today in Biafra land, I appreciate the people in Biafra land because they are formidable. They are doing more than expected. The people in Biafra land, they are throwing surprises. In fact, if every Biafrans across the world, we have the same zeal, the same motivation, the way people in Biafra land are having, Biafra is going to come in a twinkle of an eye. The people in Biafra land, even with all the disenfranchisement, with all the oppression, they are fearless in the face of the enemy. Today, we have polling centers where Biafrans go to cast their vote for the self-referendum. We have seen video evidence, picture evidence. It is unbelievable. And today, the whole world is shaking and they marvel. When Chukwu Okike Abiyama is leading something, there is nothing any man can do. When Chukwu Okike is in charge, there is nothing any human being can do. It does not matter how you feel, what you think, your lies are propaganda. It cannot fly. People in Biafra land, Chukwu Okike will continue to keep you all, and no evil shall befall you. Every one of you that have made it this far, you are going to raise the flag of Biafra. You will. You have made us proud. You have given us a reason to fight on and fight on. Only on Monday alone. On Monday alone, during the Monday sit at home, more than 10 million Biafrans casted their vote. Something you cannot see in the Nigerian Zoological Republic election. Something that is not obtainable in the Nigerian Zoological election. 10 million Biafrans participated in the Biafra self-referendum on Monday alone. With all the difficulties, with all the hindrances and obstacles, with all the disenfranchisements everywhere, we were able to pull up 10 million votes on Monday alone. And I'm telling you that since that Monday, Tuesday, yesterday, Biafrans were still casting their vote. And today, being the 29th, they sit at home. It is going to be marvelous. And I believe our Prime Minister is going to give us a hint, because every vote that is counted is ringing a bell in Finland. Update is going up there. And that is our source of information. By the end of today, when the announcement comes, you are going to be marveled. And remember, this is just the first stage. This is not the first stage. We are going to the end of the first stage, which is going to end on the 31st. After the first stage, we enter the second stage. Then the third stage, which is the final stage, before we go into the announcement of the result and the declaration of the resolutions of the state of Biafra. We are talking about more than 70 million people. We are talking about more than 70 million people who are Biafrans. And when we open our mouth on a program, we say that 99% of these people want to get out of the zoo. Some people do not understand it. They think we are making it up. When we say 99% of Biafrans are willing and ready to go home, people do not understand it. They think it's a joke. The zoo continue to use their media, use their conventional media to push their lies. They tell you, oh, it is only people living abroad that are talking. Oh, Biafrans are forced to get involved. Oh, Biafrans are being pushed. Oh, it is only the Igbo Biafrans who are the Biafran people. Oh, it is this. All these lies will be destroyed by this self-referendum. All those lies they've been painting right, left, and center has been destroyed by the self-referendum. When the result will be announced during the convention in Finland, which is going to take place November, December. The whole world is going to shake. And let me see who is going to stop Biafrans from being a nation of their own. We are in restoration. Gone are the days when we cry and complain. Gone are the days when we write petitions. Gone are the days when we come out to protest. There is no time for such now. We are in the time of restoration. And for Biafra to be restored, it has to be in a capable hand. And that capable hand has been established. The Biafra Republic Government in Exile. The activation of government in exile confirmed the reality of Biafra. From the very day Biafra Republic of Exile was fully activated, that was when the day Biafra came. Every other thing that's been done is to make sure everything becomes legalized. Is to follow the procedure, to make sure that everything follows the process. Today, the restoration of Biafra is fought on the highest front. In truth, in reality, lawfully, most importantly, lawfully. If anybody is trying to make you feel that you are unlawful, don't mind them. Keep on moving. Do not get distracted. They are going to try to blackmail you, tell you one kind of lies. They're going to try to distract you. They will try to tell you one thing or the other to make you feel as if you are doing the wrong thing. I bet you, do not listen to them. Don't listen to any idiot anywhere. Don't. You must be proud of whom you are. You must be confident of yourself. When you are talking about Biafra, stand on the roof and shout it. When you are identifying yourself as a Biafra, as one of the person who is connected to Biafra Republic of Exile, when you are talking about your government, say it with pride. Gone are the days when people hide under the computer and they'll be typing. Gone are the days when we don't know the face of people who claim to be themselves. Today, the chaff have been separated. It is very clear. It is either you are in or out. You can't be in between. No. You can't be neutral. You can't be lukewarm. It is either you are cold or hot. It's either you are for Biafra or you are not. And today, we know those who are going for Biafra. Those who are genuinely seeking for Biafra, we know them. They don't hide themselves. They don't miss word when they talk about it. They are pursuing it legally. That is my joy in the restoration of Biafra. The legality of the restoration of Biafra is my joy. It is my greatest joy that I can be bold to speak about Biafra and what it has to offer. The government of Biafra have done a lot. Most importantly, to wake Biafra up to their responsibility to defend themselves. For a very long time, Biafrans have lost their life. They sit back and their life is smoked out of them for no reason, for committing no crime. Biafrans fold their hands. All they do is that when they take their life, they take pictures, we protest, and they kill more, and nobody does anything. We have supplied Amnesty International with more than enough evidence of what is happening in Biafra land. The inhuman treatment of Biafrans. Amnesty International have more than enough evidence with them on video, on audio, in pictures. Human rights have more than enough evidence of the inhumanity treatment of Biafrans. The United Nations has more than enough evidence. We have supplied them on video, on audio, on pictures. All the way, right from everyone that participated in the restoration of Biafra have furnished them with one information or the other. Right from the time of Mossad. Mossad furnished the United Nations with informations, evidences, when they lost many of their members. Under the IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, many information, pictures, videos were launched, sent to Amnesty International, sent to United Nations, everywhere. Evidence. In the era of the new dimension, under our Prime Minister, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile have furnished them with more than enough information. And yet, they sit back and they watch. They are waiting for us to be destroyed completely before they are going to take action. Just like when you saw in some of the interview, when they try to interpret genocide, they are only waiting for us to be exterminated before ever it becomes genocide. But we cannot wait for that. Genocide is when people, a group of certain people, is being targeted because of whom they are. When a certain group of people is targeted because of whom they are targeted, attacked, destroyed properties, destroyed life. That is what genocide is. When a group of people is targeted, a certain group of people, that is what is happening in Biafra land. The Biafran people has been targeted by every other group in that country. The government pushed a hate speech against them. The government galvanized everybody around them, both internal and external, to continue to oppress. There is no other way to describe genocide than that. If you are waiting for them to finish us before you recognize that as genocide, we will not wait for that. We can't wait for us to finish before we respond. That is why today, under the Biafra Republic of Exile, under the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, Master Simon Ekpa, the Liberation Army is doing everything humanly possible to defend the Biafran people. And in defending ourselves, in that self-defense, it is not done with empty hand. The self-defense of Biafra is not done with empty hand. We are going to use the equal measure of whatever the enemy is using. We are going to use the same measure for them. The same cup they used to measure for us to drink, we are going to use the same cup to measure for them. It is called self-defense. International law supports self-defense. African human rights law, African human rights and people's law supports self-defense. Nigerian law itself supports self-defense. Whatever you see the Liberation Army of Biafra doing today is called self-defense. And that is why every Biafran must continue to support them. You must continue to support the Liberation Army through the Biafra Republic of Exile. Remember, the only government you have in Biafran territory is the Biafra Republic of Exile. Because the primary objective of a government is to protect the life and property of its own people. And from all indication, the only people that cares to protect the life and property of the Biafrans is the Biafra Republic of Exile. The Zoological Republic government has nothing to do with you as a Biafran. They have expressed that in their action and behavior and attitude, in their appointment and whatever they are doing, in the way they organize themselves. You can see you are not in their agenda. They don't care about you as a Biafran. You are not in their program. The way they make their appointments, the way they make their policies, every single policy that they put in that contraction called Nigeria is targeted at Biafrans to keep them down. They don't care about it. The only people today that has a program that promotes Biafran people, secure Biafran people, is the Biafra Republic of Exile. And that is the only government that is legitimate in Biafran territory. The Prime Minister has spoken clearly that if you are serving the Zoological Republic in Biafran territory, more especially those bearing arms, you are doing that at your own risk. We are going to see you as an enemy. It does not matter your tribe. It does not matter your religion. It doesn't matter who sent you. It doesn't matter who you represent. It doesn't matter your dialect. As long as you are in Biafran territory and you are bearing arms in the name of the contraption called Nigeria, we will treat you as a terrorist. And when the Biafran Liberation Army come for you, I bet you will not live to tell the story. You will not live to tell the story. There is no sensible person, no human being will see that death is coming towards him and he keeps silent. No living thing will see something that wants to destroy it and it will remain there. Every living thing fights for their own freedom and for their safety. Animals do. Animals, they fight for themselves and protect themselves when you want to take them out. Plants, when you plant something and you want to compress that plant not to go, the plant will look for a way to escape. Every living thing fights for their survival. It is the right of every living thing to succeed and live. That right is what Biafrans are holding strong. That is why we are fighting on different fronts. We know whom our enemy is. Every instrument they are using to keep us down and enslave us. It does not matter the color of the instrument. It doesn't matter the religion of the instrument. It doesn't matter the tribe of the instrument. It doesn't matter where the instrument, your language, we don't care. As long as you make yourself available as an instrument to keep us down, you will definitely go down. We are going to see you as a terrorist and we will treat you as a terrorist. We have come a long way. Today we are focusing on our freedom, on our collective interest. We do not judge you by who you know or who you don't know. The supreme leader of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, is somebody who is very clear and plain on where he stands. Nnamdi Kanu made it clear long before now that it is either Biafra or death. He also made it clear that he has nothing to do with Nigerian politics. The only thing he's asking for is referendum, and that is it. And it is because of that he was kidnapped. They went and kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. And up to this moment, for the past 3 years, Nnamdi Kanu is on solitary confinement. They are torturing him day in, day out. This is a country that does not respect human rights. A country that does not respect its own law, let alone respecting someone else's law. The country that does not respect its own law, the law that they enacted by themselves, they don't respect it. This is a country that made us to believe that there are 3 arms of the government. They made us to believe that there are 3 arms of independent government in that contractual country. They have the judiciary, and they're independent on their own. They have the legislature, independent on their own, and then they have the presidency. They have the executive. The executive is independent on their own. The legislature is independent on their own, and judiciary is independent on their own. This is on paper. But in the actual sense, the executive is in charge of all these arms. The legislature, they make the law. The same law they made, the judiciary cannot interpret it the way it's supposed to be interpreted. The executive will choose which one to obey and when to obey. And there is no repercussion for all those. They say that judiciary is the last hope of ordinary man. But in Nigeria, judiciary is the death and condemnation of ordinary man. When you take an ordinary man to the court in Nigeria, he's finished. There's no more hope. You're going to jail. That is for sure. Look at the situation of Nnamdi Kanu today. Look at the situation of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu have passed through their own law process. The process of law in the zoo, Nnamdi Kanu passed through it, and he was able to defeat them. Judges in that contraption said that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. In fact, judges in that contraption, Nigerian judges, not Biafran judges, they said that until Nigerian government explained the situation surrounding the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya and his extraordinary rendition, that no law court has the right to detain Nnamdi Kanu for a second, let alone try his case. You cannot stand on illegality and you'll be talking about legality. It doesn't happen that way. The contraption called Nigeria signed treaties. They signed a lot of treaties on what they can do and what they can do. Extraordinary rendition is a crime which was signed up by Nigeria. And whenever you sign a treaty, it becomes a law. But this same country cannot obey their own law. And today they are holding the Supreme of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, and refuse to let go, taking him to a court where he has nothing to answer, delaying him just to keep him locked up, just to make sure that they stop the coming of Biafra. They misfired. They didn't know that they were making way for Biafra to come faster. And that is when you see the speed of our Prime Minister, when you see his speed, you know that nothing can stop him. Not even his spirit can stop him. You can't. Only Chukwu can stop him. No human being born of a woman can stop him. Because the mandate he's carrying is the mandate of Chukwu. The mandate he is carrying is the mandate of Chukwu. You can't stop him. You dare not. If you try, you will end up with it. If you try to stop it, it will consume you. He says it in black and white. That you can't truncate his mandate. You can't stop him. You can't even betray him. If you do it, you will fail. You won't succeed. That is how serious it is. And look at the country we are to place your country. Look at, have you ever imagined in an era where people are running away from the colonial master, people are removing everything that has to attach them to colonialism. Every African country is fighting hard to detach themselves from anything that has to do with the colonial masters. You have seen the Ivory Coast, you see Niger, many of the Francophone countries and other countries struggling to remove themselves from the colonial master and everything they represent. But what do you see in Nigeria? Just a few days ago, Nigeria is going back to the national anthem that was created by the colonial master. They say they want to go back to the national anthem which the colonial master gave them. Now, do you now begin to understand? When we tell you that Nigeria is a company, irreliable company, British company, they have nothing to do with you as any indigenous person in that contraption. They have nothing to do with you. It is not for you. How can you imagine that in 21st century, in 2024, a country is going back to the national anthem of the colonial master? They rejected the one that their people gave them. They are going back to the national anthem of colonial. Go and check where that national anthem was sung. They were all white men singing the national anthem. If you go and see the video of that national anthem, the people that sang it, that it was all white men. There is no contribution, no single contribution was made into that national anthem by anybody who called himself an indigenous person in that contraption. There's no indigenous contribution. The colonial master single-handedly wrote that national anthem and gave it to their company, Nigeria. And today, in 2024, the Senate of the Zoo speedily passed a motion to return the colonial master's national anthem, that they prefer that better than the one they have. The highest thing you can do is that if you don't like the national anthem, you create your own. That's the highest any sensible person can do. The highest you can do is that if you do not like the national anthem, you create your own. That is how it is done. Not you going back to yesteryear. Now you understand when we say Nigeria is nosediving. Nigeria will never be in progression. Never. You see it in their action. You see it in their attitude. You see them in everything they do. You will begin to see the hand, but yet some idiots fail to understand this. It is sad. But the truth must be told. My joy today is that I am a Biafran. My joy today is that I'm a Biafran. And by the special grace of Chukwu, our freedom is here already. We can now breathe a fresh air. We can breathe a fresh air. After a long while, finally, we can breathe a fresh air. The whole world is focused on Biafra today. And don't deceive yourself and think that people are not watching. The whole world is watching. They know what is going on in Biafra land today. Our Heroes Day remembrance is tomorrow. The 3 days sit at home to enhance the endorsement of Biafra is on a very high scale. They don't know what is coming. You know, initially when we started the self-referendum, they said, oh, you are doing it online. Why are you doing it online? Online doesn't matter. Come on the ground and do it. Come on the ground and do it. Then they didn't know where we were heading to. When our Prime Minister tells you that the strategies he's using in the restoration of Biafra is from A to Z, A to Z, A, B, C, D, E, up to Z. And as we stand now, he have not gone to up to ABC. He has not even gone to up to ABC. Some of you don't understand it. When that self-referendum was being done introduced initially, they began to fly their mouth to counter it. Even some idiots who claim to be educated, who knows that votes are done online? Who knows that survey is done online? You do survey online. United Nations do it, EU do it, America do it. Every European developed country, they do their survey online and they vote online. When we announced the self-referendum, they were all talking trash, talking from all sides of their mouth, trying to counter it, trying to make it irrelevant, trying to demoralize Biafra. What I bet you, with the spirit of Biafra that is in the air, there is nothing you can do to demoralize Biafra. Biafrans continue to vote until it came to a time when the ground is ripe and the self-referendum is on the ground as we speak. As you and I are speaking, self-referendum is on the ground. People are voting. There are polling units in Biafra land where people are voting peacefully without any interruption. At least we have not recorded any news of any attack or any loss of life because of the self-referendum. We have not recorded any. Security have been put in place. Cautions have been taken. And in the midst of all the disenfranchisement, Biafrans are voting massively. As we speak, only on Monday, a record-breaking voting. 10 million Biafrans in a single day. A record the zoo cannot get in their own vote. Just concluded election. What did they tell us? In concluded election, they told us that 20 million plus 25 million registered. After our preaching, after the order of our Prime Minister, the only people that they claimed voted were 5 million. And we know that that 5 million is influence. Only 5 million people voted. And we know that people that voted are not up to 5 million. They're not even up to 1 million. But they influenced it and raised it to 5 million. We give it to them, let them take. But from the pictures and evidence we saw, some polling booths were 1 people, 2. Some people didn't come out. Many polling booths, there was nobody that appeared at all. But they claimed 5 million. We gave them 5 million. They say 5 million voted in the whole of Biafra land on the past election. 5 million. But in this self-referendum, in one day alone, just on this Monday sit at home, more than 10 million people voted. Yesterday, people are still voting. And as today, people are going to vote even more. And when the number begin to flow in, let me see who is going to stop us. When we talk about the political system, in politics, number matters a lot. In world politics, numbers matters a lot. And remember the popular saying, they say, majority carries the vote. The whole world is watching. It is time for us to give them words in evidence. It is no longer by saying. When we tell them 99% are ready to go, they say, show us. Now we are going to show you. When the results begin to flow in. This is just the first phase, the very first stage. The first stage is going to end on the 31st. That is why we are having the sit at home, to enable Biafrans, people who are working, people who are doing business, to sit back in their home and cast their vote. And wherever you are, do not be deceived. Those people that will tell you that you should go out, don't bother. Don't allow yourself to be used as a blackmail. You must not allow them to use you as a blackmail, because if they do, you will not, even if they take you as a blackmail against Biafra, you can't stop the coming of Biafra. It won't stop us from doing what we are doing. If you give your life to them in a platter of gold to smoke away from you, it will not stop Biafra from coming. It will not stop us from taking the direction we're taking. It won't even make us to stop for an inch. Instead, it will make us to speed up. The earlier you understand that you must secure yourself, the better. And how can you secure yourself? Obey simple instruction. When you hear go, go. When you hear stand, stand. The total lockdown of Biafra is going to last for 3 years. All you have to do, be in your home. Go and find out the polling unit in your area. Consult your de facto government in the homeland. There are means of consulting every de facto government. They have their platform. Go to the platform of the de facto government, request for the nearest polling booth in your area. Any polling unit in your area, go there and cast your vote and go back to your house. That is the way to remember our heroes. That is the best way to celebrate our heroes. Endorse the restoration of Biafra. By the time you do that, let me tell you, the innocent spirits that are flying are restless. They will be happy. When you mark yes for Biafra, the spirit of the Biafrans that are flying all over, that are angry, they will be happy that you are doing something. This is the best way. One of the first steps to calm their spirit is to go and cast that vote. By the time we move and Biafra is restored, a stone will be laid where we go to place flowers and appease their spirit. This is the first stage. Wherever you are as a Biafran, do not be found wanted. Don't be deceived. Don't go and gamble. Do not pay attention to the blackmailers and propagandas that are going right, left, and center. Pay attention to the Biafra Republic of Exile, under the command of our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. Today is a special day. Tomorrow is going to be more special. And next tomorrow is another day. The 3 days lockdown of Biafra land will complete. And at the end, I bet you the result is going to be amazing. And for those who are living abroad, if you are living abroad and you have not yet voted on this self-referendum, you are wicked. You are wicked. That is what it is. There's no other way to bend it and beg you. No. If you're living abroad and you have not yet voted on this self-referendum, you are wicked. And you are going to pay for your sins when Biafra comes. Record is being kept. Because people are living abroad, you're supposed to be voting online. You have access to vote online. You have your smartphone, you have your internet. Most of you are on internet 24/7. So I see no reason why you should not vote or say you don't know how to vote. You must be a joker. For anybody that's living in diaspora that have refused to vote, your own case is going to be treated differently. You will not be forgiven. The earlier you begin to play your part and do what you're supposed to do, the better for you. We have come a very long way. And there is no going back. There's no going back. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, do not look back. Focus on the direction. God bless you. My beloved brother Maxwell, good to see you today. Finally, they allow you to come in today. They allowed you to come in today. They know you are sitting at home today. That's why they allow you to come in.
Sure. Good morning to you, Mazi.
Good to see you.
Thank you so much. May God bless you. Bless whatever that you represent. and bless you for the good work that you are doing. The likes of you too that are not sleeping, that are awake in order for us to make a kind of, Jerusalem-like entrance into the Biafra land. All of you, our God, Chukwukike will continue to bless all of you. Imagine Nnamdi Kanu, may God Almighty, I don't need to say may God bless him, because that God that gave a young boy or a man a piece of yam in the forest will also has already given him or her the spade-like stick to dig that yam out. Absolutely. And that is what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. Another person that I have so much and I will call as God, because we learn from mistakes. We learn from what happened to other people. It serves as a blessing. So when I look at that, what happened to other person, then I learn a lesson. And if I refuse to learn that lesson, then God will not, he will always in his mercy find a way to help us. We must pray for Max Simon by the Prime Minister. Yes. We must put him in prayers. Absolutely. He might not be getting it right all the time. He is a human being. Because our Igbo people say there is nobody that you will open his anus that you will not see a particle of excreta in it. So that is how it is. So we must put him in prayers. The homeland where he is living also, that small country. If you look at Finland, Finland is a small country. That country can be influenced in any way, but as long as the mercy of God and the grace of God is upon them, the globalists will never influence them into doing what is personal or to their own economic interests against the interests and the freedom of the Biafran people. Yes, the people of Finland, if they are hearing me today, I say, may God bless all of them. Amen. Protect them. And I hope, I sincerely believe that what God used them to do in the people of, Namibia, and even South Africa as well. Yes. God will still use them to do that for the Biafran people because they value freedom. Amen. They value the freedom of their fellow human beings, and that is why they are doing it. And when you look at the history of Finland, immediately they took over their own freedom till today. And all the help that they are giving for people that are also want to be like them. God has, in one way or the other, preserved Finland. You just check their history and you will know. You won't doubt what I'm saying. Look, I have voted. In fact, I was one of the first group. Let me just say, I'm a Biafra, and also a Ghanaian, because I have interest in Biafra because that is where my mother comes from. The suffering of the Biafran people under the occupation of Nigeria that I served before in military capacity is not good to me. Whatever that happens to them, yes. Whatever that affects the eyes will also affect the nose. That is my position, and that is the reason why I'm doing what I am doing. You see, we must try as much as we can. If you have not voted, go and vote. It is a vote for your own freedom. Absolutely. It is a vote for the sacredness of your ancestral land. It is a vote for the protection of your ancestral land. It is a vote that is going to restore the dignity of your own children unborn after we might have gone. Yes. If you are waiting for someone to come and push you, like the way a kid, pushes the order of the mother, it is going to be bad. It is going to be bad. What you are fighting is not, let's say, a tea party. It is what stands in the core of your own life and your freedom. I will not come here to beg you to go and do it. It is your responsibility. Like Nnamdi Kanu said, if you don't do it, be rest assured, and I say, God forbid, that what this Fulani hegemony has done in the entire northern Nigeria, because of your actions and inactions, they will also do it in the entire southern Nigeria. And I make bold to say, the reason why these people are afraid to replicate what they have done there over time, individually or in group like they are doing, is because of the tenacity and the stubbornness, the doggedness of the Biafran people. If not, South has been taken over by now.
Yes.
If you disagree with me, then go and get your facts, because I served in the military as well, and we know what we saw. What we heard is evidently, happening in front of us. And that is the reason why an Igbo man that formed the core of the Biafra can never be given opportunity to go there, because they know who you are. They know you more than you know yourself. Look, let me tell you, if a genuine Igbo-speaking Biafran handle the affairs of Nigeria today, I'm telling you, if I'm lying, go and check the transcript of Major Hamza Al-Mustafa, now retired Lieutenant Colonel Hamza Al-Mustafa. Go and check the transcript of his, his statements. If you allow an Igbo man, the reason why Nigeria is where it is today is because they have secluded an Igbo-speaking Biafran to handle the affairs of that country because of their wickedness, envy, and jealousy. And that is the reason why Nigeria is going down.
Absolutely.
Go and write it or check it. Ask, or even those that are older than me, the elders in our land, go and ask them. Is it by mistake or by coincidence this Silicon Valley made an investigation, a documentary about the entrepreneurial system and capacity of an average Igbo man, that led to the establishment of Alaba International Market that they want to destroy today? Do you know the worth of Alaba International Market? $7.something billion. 7-point-something. Do you know how much that money is generating to the Lagos government in taxes and revenues? But we that have it, we don't have it in our place, because they chase us away and give us 20 pounds. Those that we are remembering today, are the victims of the evil that happened to Biafrans by Nigeria and their supporters, including United Kingdom. The reason why we are observing our heroes' days today, we started the day one. I think we started the day one today also.
Yeah, day one today.
Is because of the wickedness of that country against these same people that they gave only 20 pounds to revive. Proud to have your blood inside me. These same people are the richest ethnic group in Africa today, and I think number 5th or 6th in the world. When you are planning to kill an innocent man, God will always make you. So their wickedness has never, the wickedness greatness of Nigeria and those foreign bodies, the globally that have economic interest in Nigeria, is the reason why Nigeria is going down. And Nigeria will never recover from it. Nigeria is like in the form of space. Whatever you throw out of the space will hang there. The more you lift, the more it goes, and it will remain there. The more nothing goes up in Nigeria that is going to come down. As we speak today, I don't know of now, $1 is 1,500 and something. A pound is 1,870 something or thereabout. That was as at yesterday. And these were something that you were getting 120, 130 before.
Oh my God. And they were protesting. Then they were protesting.
Yeah. Today, where are you? If you are doing the same thing all over again and you are not getting positive results, what do you supposed to do? Igbos, even if you give them the real Biafrans Igbos today and the entire Biafran people, they don't want your presidency again. It has long gone. The time they were looking for it has gone. Those that are looking for it now are the enemies of the people that want to pull themselves out of that contraction.
Absolutely.
And nothing will stop them. I have seen so many, although a dealer is doing whatever he's doing now, asking to pray for Nigeria. The same people that are asking, standing on the pulpit to ask their people to pray for Nigeria, for a new Nigeria, are they too has jackpot now? And one of them gave reason why he said the bad dream that is getting about Nigeria made him to relocate to the United States with his family. It is the same person, and he is not bold enough to tell you that Nigeria is gone. But he secretly ran away and gave you reason. The same man that was telling you, oh, pray for Nigeria, hope for Nigeria. Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is under curse. Nnamdi Kanu curse them. They will never prosper until they allow Biafra to go. Then they will flourish. If not, they will be drowned. So that is how it is. That is how it is. You cannot hold innocent people on the ground and expect yourself not to chop sand. You go chop sand.
Sure.
The reason why I am here today is because of the wickedness and things that seems to be done well that are not done well in that Nigeria. That is the reason why we say, no, we cannot continue with it. We will not allow aliens to enter into my mother's ancestral land to take it up and slaughter by all our people and desecrate the land that we called our own. We will not allow that to happen. And they say we will not go. Nnamdi Kanu say we will drag you and drown you, and God in His mercy will pull us out where you are drowned. So I use this opportunity to join you in honoring my uncles, my aunties that are no longer with us today. Those that started this struggle. Unfortunately, they are not here to celebrate and live with us and continue the fight. I honor them and I say, may God Almighty, wherever their soul is, there are so many of them that died in agony. So many of them died in pain. If you have been in the war front and when a soldier is shot and wounded, and you will understand why, where I am coming from. So many of them died in pain. And so many of them are today present, although old, nursing the pains of the past. When you remember all the past, when you remember what our progenitors went through, I don't think that anybody will beg you to remember them. I join you and say, may God bless their souls wherever they are.
You see?
That silent, absolute silent environment where their souls are, their bodies are, I say, may God make it good for them and bless them. And keep also those that they have left the mantle to fight and restore what they could not restore. May God continue to bless them. As we remember them, let the blessing of those that departed us, their wisdom, guide us. Thank you so much. And may God bless all the women and men of Biafra land, the cabinet members of Biafran Republic Government in Exile, the media warriors like you, my brother Mazi Chooks, my able sister, Sister Linda, and her family, our women, those in Biafra land that are fighting on daily basis more than you and I that is not in that homeland Biafra. I say, may God continue to bless all of you. May God give you the strength to withstand until Biafra comes. After the dead darkness in the night, there will always be a daylight. The daylight will come to us in the form of Biafra. I support you and I love all of you. On behalf of my family, I say, may Chukwu continue to bless all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm so happy to have you. We have you at the right time. It is a very special day. Every one of you have heard from our beloved brother, Mazi Maxwell. He is a hardcore. When you come to the issue of Biafra, our beloved brother Maxwell is a hardcore. This is a man who has served in the Nigerian military. And when he's telling you about Nigeria, he is speaking as an insider. There is nothing he's saying here that is a guesswork. Every single thing our beloved brother Maxwell is saying is firsthand. If you do not understand or believe what he's saying, it means you can't believe anything. He was an insider. He served in the Nigerian military. Everything, single thing he's saying is based on the experience that he has with them. My fellow Biafrans, there is no excuse you have to give anywhere. We are freeborn. We are not slaves. Just like my beloved sister Zelena Onyeze wrote there, just like what my beloved sister Zelena Onyeze wrote. Biafrans, we are not slaves. We are freeborn and we know whom we are. Our fathers rejected slavery. Instead of them to serve as slaves, they drowned themselves when they were taken for slavery to the US. Our great-grandfathers were taken to the United States for slavery. They said instead of them to live as a slave, let them drown themselves and die and free their spirits and be a free man. And they did. They walked into the river majestically and drowned themselves instead of serving as a slave. That is how important freedom is to every single Biafran. We are freeborn. That is who we are. We are freeborn. We are not slaves. And no genuine Biafra, no genuine Biafra will allow him or herself to accept slavery. That is why some people hate us. They say we are bold. Some people call it pride. They say we are too proud. Some say we are loud. It is not. It is because we know whom we are. Because we know whom we are, we do not accept second class. We don't. Biafrans don't accept second class. And we don't just say it with our mouth. We walk towards it. For everything a Biafran acquire, they walk towards it. It doesn't matter what it is. They put in effort and get the best out of it. That was why when Ahmadu Bello was interviewed by a British journalist, he asked him, what did these people do to you that you hate them so much? Ahmadu Bello said that when you keep them down, they will emerge as a hero. Take them to a labor camp and keep them in a labor camp. They will come out as a hero in that labor camp. And that is the crime we have committed against Nigeria. Because we have refused to accept mediocrity. We have refused to accept their dehumanization. We have refused to accept slavery. That is why today they are bent on removing us from the surface of earth. But at the same time, you know, Biafrans, for whom we are, we know ourselves. We cannot fold our hands and watch somebody come and smoke our life away from us. It is not possible. We have been waiting for this time to come. And finally, the time has come for us to pick up our responsibility and defend ourselves. And I thank Chukwu Okeke for the appearance of the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Exile, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. I thank Chukwu Okeke who made him to answer that call. Nnamdi Kanu offered a prayer in Israel. And he said that Chukwu Okeke should give him those who are going to go to this war with him. That he has looked right, left, and said that there is nobody. He can't find even one person. Nnamdi Kanu cried out in Israel. He prayed and asked Chukwu Okeke, where are the people that I'm going to go this war with? There's nobody around him. He looked right, left, and said that nobody. He didn't find anybody. I'm going to send you men with the heart of steel. They are going to come. When the time is right, the men who are going to restore the Biafra are going to come. And finally, the time has come. The time has come. And as that time has come, the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Exile, appeared. A man with a heart of steel. Not only heart of steel, a man with intelligence. A man that knows what he wants. Very, very consistent. Keeping the legacy going on. And today, I can bet you, the beauty of the restoration of Biafra today is that every single thing that is done to restore Biafra is done in a legal way. I continue to remind you of this, so that you won't be shaken. When you are talking about Biafra, you won't be shaken. There is nothing illegal in the restoration of Biafra today. From the moment the Biafra government was established, he began to seek recognition across the world. We have liaison offices scattered all over the world. And everywhere we have liaison offices, they are registered in the government where they are domiciled. Every single one of them has submitted letter of recognition. Some reply have come. And I bet you more recognitions are going to be coming going forward. We are in an era of restoration of Biafra. And everything that needs to be done is being done. No man born of a woman is going to truncate the restoration of Biafra. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are and you're watching me today, remember, we are on the 3 days sit at home. Today is the first day. And as we speak, messages and updates are coming from Biafra land. Biafra land is locked up, sealed up. You are going to be seeing videos very soon. If you are in Biafra land, all you have to do is to obey simple instructions. Those in Biafra land are doing marvelously well. May Chukwu Okeke guide and protect every one of you in Biafra land. We can see your handwork. You are doing great. Chukwu Okeke will continue to keep you, secure you, guide you, and keep you until you walk into that promised land. Obey simple instruction. Use your time that you have to go and cast your vote. Endorse that thing that our heroes died for. That is the best way to remember them. Go and endorse that thing that they died for. Let us restore Biafra and lay a stone where we will respect them, where they will be remembered, and let their spirit have rest. Until we do that, we all have a responsibility on our shoulders. May Chukwu Okeke guide and protect every single one of us that have participated on this program. I thank you for being part of this program. I appreciate every one of you that have joined. I can see my beloved sister Mary Telkamp. I saw you there. Thank you so much for joining. And every other person that have joined me on this platform today, I appreciate every one of you. And I say, may Chukwu Okeke continue to guide and protect every one of you. May Chukwu Okeke guide and protect the Biafra Republic of Exile cabinet, guide and protect the resistant fighters, guide and protect our Black Marine, guide and protect the de facto government of the homeland, guide and protect our Air Force. May Chukwu guide and protect all our media warriors that are speaking on different platforms and all our presenters. May Chukwu guide and protect the members of the cabinet of Biafra Republic of Exile. May Chukwu guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Oputo of Biafra land and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. May Chukwu guide and protect him, secure him, keep him safe for us. May Chukwu guide and protect him. No evil shall befall 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 him. We will continue to pray for Mazi Simon Ekpa. Every trap they have set for him, it will catch them. Every hole they will dug for him, they will fall into it. Whatever thing they are cooking today against him, it will turn back to them. We pray for Nnamdi Kanu, the supreme leader of IPOB. Good health. We pray for strength. We pray for healing. We pray for revelations. And we pray for divine protection for Nnamdi Kanu. Wherever he is today, we cover him with the presence of Chukwu Kabiama. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. I appreciate everyone that has participated on this program. And I say, may Chukwu Kabiama continue to guide and protect us always. I will be back tomorrow, same time. I will be back this evening. I will be having another program in the evening. For those who are watching from Biafra land in the evening, if you're watching from the US, it should be your money. I'm going to be back again. So please, if you have not subscribed, subscribe. If you have not clicked, touch the notification bell. Make sure you touch your notification bell so that when I come online, you'll be notified and you'll join us immediately. I'll be back again this evening on this program. Touch your notification bell. Try and touch it. And if you have not shared the video, please share the video. Somebody is asking how to get the ID card. If you want to get your ID card, go to biafrasecurityadministration.org. biafrasecurityadministration.org. That is the security site. Go to that site. You can be able to apply for your ID card on that site. On that ID card, you will see the requirements. You are going to give your data. After giving your data, make sure you have a professionally taken passport photograph. You don't snap with your camera and send. No, you must submit a professionally taken passport photograph. So go to the biafrasecurityadministration.org. I repeat, biafrasecurityadministration.org. Just type that on Google. Then from there, you get it. You're going to see the options there. On that same site, you can equally apply for the Finland Convention. You can apply for Finland Convention there. You can apply for your ID card on that very site. biafrasecurityadministration.org. Make sure you join, go there, make verifications there, and then you can be able to apply for your ID card, make necessary payment, and the ID card will be delivered at your doorstep. That is how to apply for the ID card. Go to biafrasecurityadministration.org. You can be able to apply there. My fellow Biafrans, remember, the convention of Biafra is coming up November, December. Convention is coming up November, December. During that convention, the result of the self-referendum you are seeing today is going to come. The whole result is going to come out. And on the 2nd of December, the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra will happen. After that, Biafra land will be defended. After that, Biafra land will be defended in all front. Biafra land will be defended in all front. So I urge you, wherever you are, to please try as much as possible to play your own part. Whatever you know you can contribute, however you know you can be able to support, please do not hesitate to do so. Do not hesitate to do so. Play your own role and participate the best way you can. And Chukwu Okike will continue to protect us, continue to secure us, continue to save us. I thank you for being part of this program. I will see you again in the evening. Please, if you have time, join me in the evening. Share the program to all platforms. Click the notification bell so you'll be notified. Each time I come online, you will be among the first to be here. I also share programs on information that are coming from Biafra land. Try to be active so that you can be able to get information firsthand. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move. Airborne. See you again in the evening. Stay blessed.